Good morning. Today is Tuesday, April the 18th. The time right now in Singapore is 2 minutes past 10 in the morning. And let's do a recap on what Wall Street has done overnight. We can see that yesterday was the first day when they have earning report, and most of the major banks, the three major banks, has actually reported very, very good results. So basically the market was supported. We can see the Dow Jones having traded to a high of 34,082.9 on Friday, now seems to have gained back its footing. Is getting ready to maybe challenge this high one more time. But however, based on the chart itself, I think the upside potential has become very limited. I have a target at 34,407 thereabout, or 406 thereabout. So do be aware that the upside potential is going to be very, very limited going forward. Technically, I think the 34,331 is going to be a major hurdle to cross. I do not believe for a second that this 34,712 will be taken out. So that leaves the market potential to be somewhere around 34,400 thereabout, and that's it. And then we'll look for potential for the market to do a big move back down. Okay, so this is my personal outlook. And for the S&P 500, we also see something very similar. Last Friday we saw the market went up to a high of 4,164.2, and the market now is in the bracket of prices in which I think it's going to be vulnerable to selling interest. We saw the emergence of selling interest within 4,140 to 4,194 last Friday, and now the market has gone back into this bracket of prices. Let's see whether the same selling interest will re-emerge again. So basically, I think the barrier to higher prices with 4,195, again, this is going to be a big barrier to cross. We will have to see what happens once the market gets into those prices. But like I say, be very careful about chasing this market from this level onwards on the buy side. Okay, over the Nasdaq, we can see Nasdaq continue to charge higher, and overnight we can see that prices now is in the back above 13,000 levels. The high traded this round last Tuesday was 13,204, and this market has gone 1 week without challenging this high. So we'll see what happens tonight, and because tonight will be exactly 1 week to the day when the market was trading this 13,204. So based on the structure of this price range, I think there's a possibility this level may be taken out in the Nasdaq 100. So basically there's a little bit more upside potential in Nasdaq compared to, let's say, the Dow Jones or the S&P 500. But by and large, overall, I am very skeptical about this rally here. Okay, so over in Asia, we can see Nikkei has continued to charge higher. At the point right now, the high trade is 28,695 thereabout, and this is very close to the previous high last traded on March the 9th at 28,734.8. okay, so whether or not it can go beyond this level and close beyond this level is going to be key. So this, at this current point in time, I will keep my option open. I am basically looking for a sell, but I need confirmation there is no selling signal, at least not in the candlestick so far. But if one does develop, I think selling does make a lot of sense, because I think the market have another leg to pull back down all the way below 26,633. okay, so we will have to watch this potential reversal here. Okay, over in the Hang Seng, we are awaiting the result of the China GDP for the first quarter of 2023. Market expect a good number, quarter on quarter. They expect increase from 0% to 2.2% in the first quarter GDP compared to the fourth quarter of 2022. So let's see, the market has been going up basically based on the positive expectation of this GDP, and if it's coming within expectation, then it prove one more time that the Chinese opening up of their borders since the end of 2022 now is beginning to see results in terms of economic growth. The high traded so far this morning in the Hang Seng is 20,864.7, and this is within the bracket of prices which I think will be vulnerable, because this is a three-wave rally. This level is 20,800 to 21,100 level. So we will see if the market can actually see the re-emergence of selling interest. It could be a situation in which the market is buying the rumor, selling the fact, so we will have to watch the release. Okay, Chinese equity market, you can see, is getting very strong. Last update, now it has gone up even higher. It has momentarily taken out this level, which I think is going to be crucial. This level is 4,167.5. This morning we have a high of 4,171.45, so marginally higher than what the previous high was traded. And this proves one more time the market is watching the chart. So we have this vulnerable area in which the market actually attempt, and prices may actually be kept at 4,167.5. We have a high of 4,169.45. So it could end up as a reversal pattern for all I know. Okay, so do watch out for this possibility here. Over in energy market, we can see crude oil traded to a high of $83.49 last Wednesday, and since then the market has been pulling back, very little pullback, but we see a respectable pullback to $81.72. For all we know, the nearby support here is $81.25. So it does look like the market has found some kind of support near this level, and it's getting ready to resume its rally. My target for this one is at $88.60 thereabout. So again, if the market do zoom higher beyond the $83.49, I won't be surprised, but it's up to individual to see if they want to chase. For me, this is something that I will not do. Okay, I won't chase market unless we have a deeper pullback. But it looks like for the time being, this pullback I'm looking for may not actually happen. But I'm already very comfortably in this long position in the natural gas. Okay, natural gas traded to a low of $1.94 and has been going up very aggressively. Last night it took out this key level here at $2.25. So it does look good so far, and I think the market can actually continue to trade higher. And the nearby midpoint here is around $2.50 thereabout. Okay. Over in gold market yesterday, I alluded to the possibility of a very, very shallow rebound. I have a target of $2,013.50 to $2,014.70. Market went a little bit higher to $2,015 before it reversed. And so what I was planning to do yesterday, I was basically holding on to an original long position at $1,960. So this is where I actually exit my trade. So during the short rebound here, I exit this long position, and the market actually went down. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to sell this market because I was preparing. I was actually having two orders to sell at $2,020 and $2,026. However, the market did not go as high as I like, and after that, it gone down all the way to $1,981.30. Then you can see at the point where you hit this level, which is similar to the level last traded on April 23rd, and we can see there is a reversal signal here on the 4 hours time frame. So for all intent and purpose, this afternoon, if I see a rebound, I won't be surprised. So let's see what happens if they rebound 50% of this entire move. Then we'll see what happens. Okay, maybe there's a selling opportunity that may actually open up as a market rebound. If this market rebound is successful, I think there's a good chance it will go back to this level again. Okay, yesterday's high. Okay, so let's see. I put in another level here. At 50% mark is exactly $2,014 and what, 40 cents. So again, very, very close to this my original sell price. So let's see whether the market can rebound. Okay, I think if it can rebound, that could be an area of interest for me to sell. Over in the silver market, we see a pullback so far is unfolding into a likely three-wave pullback from a high of $26.09, and nearby support is probably going to be around the reversal point of 23.6%, $24.63. Now this is measuring from $19.90 to a high of $26.09. So this pullback at 23.6% will bring us back to $24.63. So this will form the nearby support. Also coincidental, we have a low here, which is very, very close to this level at $24.57. Okay. So that coincides. Over in dollar index, you can see dollar has actually rebounded very nicely from the low of 100.42. And last night we see the extension of this one. The high traded last night was 101.93 thereabout. Short term, I think there's a potential for the market to actually move higher to challenge 102.48. So basically, I'm quite long in the dollar index here. Let's see what happens going forward, and whether it can sustain is another matter. Now, sterling, of course, the dollar is rebounding, so the other major currencies are pulling back. Sterling have a high of 125.45 and now pull back to near this support line here, which is the high traded here on March 23rd, which is at 123.43. So the low last night was 133.53. So there's a difference about 10 pips. So it does show that the market is respecting this chart point here, and we will see whether it can hold. If it can hold well and good, then the market may be getting ready to rebound. But if it fails to hold, then the next level in which it will hold is going to be a 120, 180 levels. So between these two levels, we have to watch out. Okay. I have no current position in sterling right now. Okay, euro dollar have a high of 110.75 on Friday, and then market has been going down since. The nearby support, of course, is represented by this short-term support line in the black color line here. So from here, let's see whether it can hold. But if it breaks, there's another chart point here as 108.30. So between these 2 points, I think there could be some kind of support coming in. Okay, but if it fails, then the market will probably go to retry all back to 105.16 here. Okay, Aussie dollars is also continue to extend to trade lower from a high on Friday. Market have a 0.6805 levels and have been dropping. Last night it went up to as low as 0.6681, and now we can see a bit of a rebound, but I think by and large the momentum suggests that we're going to see a little bit more downside, possibly to re-challenge the 0.6565, which is our original target all the while. Okay, over in dollar yen, this is getting to be very interesting. Now, dollar yen has been falling since March last month from 137.90 all the way to 129.65, and then followed by a three-wave, very symmetrical looking three-wave rally. And this morning, as we are speaking, a high traded of 134.70, very, very close to my ideal price of 134.75 to 135.70 levels. Now, 134.75 is very, very unique because it's not representing the 100% of this ABC rebound here at 134.75. It is also the same level of the 61.8 retracements of 137.90 to 129.65. You can see this line over here. It coincides with this line, which is 100% one equality move of this rebound at 134.75. So obviously now we see that there's a market is very, very cautious going to this level. Now, if the market ends around here, we get a bit of a very minor reversal here, but we are still very early in the day. There is no saying that in the afternoon session whether the European player will take the market higher into this bracket of prices. If it does, I'm currently long dollar yen at 132.20 levels. I'm hoping to get out at 134.75, and then I will exit my long position and then watch for some kind of a confirmation in terms of a candlestick reversal pattern in this bracket of prices between 134.75 to 135.70. Okay, so you can also watch out. Okay, now in dollar Canadian, like I said, it has always been mimicking what we see in the dollar index chart. The low so far last Friday was 133 even, so we see a bit of a three-wave rebound, very, very shallow and looks very, very weak. Whether or not it can go all the way to challenge 135, okay, remains to be seen. But so far, based on this structure here, it does not look like it has enough momentum to take it all the way to 135.50. Okay, but again, we have to see what happens. Okay, in Bitcoin, we can see that the high traded on Friday was 31,035, and since then it has been pulling back. And so it's so heavy that this bracket of prices, which I think is going to be an area of buying interest, actually came this morning. As we are speaking, the low trader is $29,122. Okay, this bracket of prices is $28, $28,644 to $29,080. So the market actually has actually traded into this bracket of prices, and it's just so happened that if the market ends here and close here on the 4-hour time frame, we have a reversal pattern here on this candlestick. On this latest candlestick, you can see this is a major reversal pattern, and there is a possibility from here onwards the market is going to resume its rally to test the 31,035. And if it does take out this level, I think the target is somewhere around 33,000 at least. Okay, so there's a bit of a potential to buy, but again, let's see what happens. Okay, so this is all I have for you for today. And in the meantime, good luck to you, and I will update you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.